everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making a card holder for Valentine's Day out of clay. Here is what you will need. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making a card holder for Valentine's Day out of clay. Here is what you will need. Now the supplies you'll need this time are actually mostly up to you. So, I will just show you the colors I chose. I chose these colors. You can choose however many colors you would like. Now, let's get started. And before I get started, I'm just going to say I'm so sorry that I haven't been posting on my channel in a while. But, speaking of posting and my channel, make sure to watch out for a special video, or videos, the 28th through March 2nd. Why? Because my 1-year anniversary is coming up then. So, make sure to stay tuned for that. Now, let's get on with this episode. So, to start off, we'll start off by making the base. So, to make the base, open up any color of clay packet that you want. It doesn't really matter what color what it is because you're not really gonna see this part. So I am just going to go and open up my white clay. Now I have my white clay open and I can start off with the base. So I'm going to rip a big part of it off. Then this part you could use like a knife or something like that, but always make sure to ask your parents before using sharp objects. But I am just going to rip it for this part. So rip it in half like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. That part will be fixed up in a little bit. So, set those aside. Next, we're going to start working on the front. So, open up all the colorful clay packets that you want to be on your front. And then take off a little chunk, probably about like, I don't know, the size of your thumb. And then, shape it into a heart shape. So you can, by doing that, you can just make it into a flat blob like this, pinch the corners, and then push your finger down in the center. That way it kind of looks like a heart. And then fix it up a little and make it look more like a heart shape. Once it's done, it should look something like this. You can set this aside and open up whatever color of clay you want to next and make another heart. And this one can be whatever size you'd like. It could be big or small or the same size as the other one. So, once again, just take the blob, pinch it at the end, flatten it, and then push your finger in to give it that shape. Then like round off the edges, and then a heart. So I think I'm going to make this one a little smaller than that. Now, I'm going to move on to the next. I'm going to take this color and make it a big heart. So, I just took off a corner piece, so I don't really need to pinch that in any more than I had before. Push my finger down in. That way it gives it that curve. And then round out the tops. And then you can fix up any little parts that you need to. So if you needed to make the edges more straight, you can do that as well. Now, time for the next step. Keep on making hearts until you have the amount of hearts desired. So I've decided to make 8 hearts. And now you're going to take your hearts and then press them together like that. Doesn't need to be a super huge press, but just to where it's held together a little bit. And then add more and more hearts, like this. And you can add however you'd like, but I am adding them on like this. So, mine, whoops, accidentally dropped that. Mine looks like this. Now, time for the next. So you'll take these two poles, I guess, and form them into a more like even shape, like that. Do that for both of them so that they look like this. Now you'll need a piece of paper for this part. So you'll want to take your piece of paper, depending on how big it is, fold it in half and crease it, and then fold it in half again and crease it, and then fold it in half again one last time. Then take the folded edge like that and cut a slit into it. You can add as many little slits or slots as you want. So these are gonna be what your letters are stored in. So make sure that a paper can fit in them. Make sure to make them pretty even on the sides so you can put them together like that and then form them. Make sure that they're big enough to fit a paper in. That's why you're using a paper to make the folds. Then it should look like that. Now is time where we add this part and that part together. So on the back, just kind of press it on at the deepest point, like that. Do that for the other side. Make sure that they both line up. That way you can actually fit your cards in. Put it on like that. So it should look like this. Now, make sure, you're probably thinking that it's not stable enough or not structured enough. So, if yours is too wobbly or flimsy, you can either make the backs thicker by adding some more clay onto it, like that, or you could take wire or a pipe cleaner and bend it on the back to give it more shape. But now it's time to reinforce the bottom part so that it stays on easier. So flip it to the back part like that. You might have to lose one of your slots to do it, but fold some clay onto it to where it looks like that, and then it's connected on nice and well. So it should look like that. Then take another piece of your clay and fold it into a worm or a snake. So fold that to where it's long enough to fit on the back right here. And then put it on the back like that. That way you can have it more secure. Then, to make it even more secure so that it doesn't fly anywhere, make another thicker worm and put it on the bottom like that. Make sure that it still stays up pretty evenly. Now it should look like that. So you'll have all of your hearts like that. Then you can take your letters and put them in like that. But you'll probably want to do that once the clay is dry. That way your letters don't get ruined. If you want to make sure while it's baking that your slots stay open, you can always add aluminum foil and fold it in half. That way it's more secure, and put it in between the slots. So you can put your cards on like that. Just that one's sideways. But you can put all of your little cards on into the little slots like that. And to finish it off, bake at 275 degrees for 15 minutes. Then you can have a card holder ready for Valentine's Day. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye! Bye! It's Carter again. Want to add a little special addition to your creation? Well, I'm going to show you how. First off, take a bit of your clay like this, and then form it into little wedges. Make sure to make 2 of these. one for each side. And make sure they're both pretty even. Then, turn your thing around and put the wedges on the bottom like that. You can attach them on permanently if you'd like to. Then, you can take it to the next level. That way you can see your ones that are in the back, like that. I hope you liked this video, and now for real, bye!